So this here is my favourite telephoto lens for travel and street photography. It's small, compact, lightweight and so affordable. It has an f-stop of 1.4 which is perfect for low light conditions and is equivalent to 85mm on a full frame sensor. So we're in Hoi An. I hear there's a full moon tonight and along with that is a lantern festival. So there's no better lens to take out with me to go take photos, make videos and show you how good this lens really is. So the lens that I am talking about is the Sigma 56mm f1.4. Now there are two main reasons why I choose to bring this short telephoto lens with me to travel and to document my street photography. First one is simply because of its size. Usually telephoto lenses are big, heavy and a bit of a nuisance to travel with when you sometimes don't use them that often. This is small, lightweight and compact. For a telephoto lens, I'd say this is quite small. This has been traveling with me ever since I bought it. I made a video about this when I went to Brighton, and every trip I go on, I do tend to take this because it just gives me a different focal length, a different eye, a different perspective on some of my travel and street photography. And the second reason is because it is particularly fast. Because I use this on an APS-C sensor and not full frame, I do need a faster lens, and with that wide 1.4 aperture, I can really use this in low light conditions. So perfect for when I'm in a place like Hoi An, and so perfect for when I'm in a place like Hoi An and there's a full moon and the lantern festival is on, and I'm able to get some great shots with such a small, inconspicuous little lens. Now, like I said, this is considered a short telephoto, which just creeps into the telephoto sphere, and like I said, is equivalent to 85mm. I don't tend to use anything as long as that. However, I do have a 50 to 140 telephoto at home, again, which I've made a video about, which I never really use, but I'm never going to sell because if and when I need it, it is a fantastic lens. It's a red badge Fuji lens and it's built like a tank. But that's at home at the moment and I don't travel with that. I have rarely traveled with that, and so that is why this telephoto lens always, is a consideration. There is a third reason to get this lens, and one of the reasons that I did actually purchase this is just it's affordable. Being a third-party lens does always offer you a little bit of reduction in price compared to the Fuji lenses. I don't know the differences between the 56mm Fuji and this, but I think it's quite considerable. I'll show you here now. And there's always the option of buying a lens used. Never forget that you can probably get an affordable lens just as cheap if you buy from someone reputable. The only con I have to say, and I have mentioned this in previous videos, is there is no aperture ring. So if you want to adjust your aperture, you have to use the front or back dials on your Fuji camera. However, that is a small gripe. Though the focus ring is nice and smooth and, does a reasonable job. I also like the fact that this is made in Japan too. So who is this lens for? Now you can probably guess that I'm going to say for people who like to travel light and for people who like to be discreet on the streets. This is an inconspicuous lens, and I do think it will grab you shots without feeling too seen. As street photographers and introverts, we don't really want to disrupt the piece, but we do desperately want to get those magical, powerful photos. I think this lens does that. And as I've been traveling for over 2 months now here in Asia, this lens has been perfect for doing that, especially in low light conditions and in places where I have felt a little uncomfortable. But overall, a fantastic lens. Like I said, it's very affordable, very fast, very light, very compact, and a lens you kind of forget that you have in your bag until you need it. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I just want to mention again that all of my zines are still on offer. They are only £1 each. You guys have been snapping them up, which is great, but I'd love for everyone to, get their hands on one and have a little read of my travels. There is some big travel news coming up soon, and I'd also love to hear your feedback on them. If you have any kind of tweaks or comments on them, I'd love to hear. Anyway, like I said, £1 each, and there's some other products on my website for sale if you are interested. Everything you buy on my store really does help this channel and my work, so I am so appreciative for you guys out there. Anyway, it's getting quite busy, everything's starting to wake up here, so we're gonna go make some more pictures. I've got a new video coming out in another few days already, loads of videos coming out at the moment, so stay tuned and I'll see you in the next one.